EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte and racing Bank of America Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And we are underway here on EA Sports. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
On first down, it's Barnes, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And just like that, it's third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back to throw here. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They hand it off to Portis. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll give it here to his running back. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much. I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump, and he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
On second down, it's Barnes, and he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. And Graham on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 13. That caught by Tremble. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Graham. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Sanders' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Holmes returning from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 36. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Holmes returning from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the most? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 2nd down now, Sutherland, and he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Come on, baby. Let's go. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught by Ware. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off down at the 10, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barnes. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He does have the one interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than the ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterbacks, and he's giving it to them.
They'll take the 3-1?
Every single time.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Holmes returning from his end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime here with a bit. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this one is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Steps away. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
You called it.
A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Rolling to his left. He's got it. This is Ware. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 36 yards.
And the Niners have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Second down and inches. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
They'll set up to throw. Finding some room at mid and shutting him off. Now open field. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers gain a bit of respectability.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. The drive starts with a handoff to Adams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Don't stop that motor.
A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year.
And the 49ers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 2nd and 9 now. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And taken right on the 30. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. On play action, they'll throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done.
Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 36 yards. And the 49ers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Holmes returning from his... And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Niners are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Holmes returning from his end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
He'll look to throw.
That's complete outright to the tight end, Trimble.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for Carolina. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now back to throw. That's caught by Kellen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holmes. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over with the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. This is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Complete to Kelly. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Well, I think we've got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on first down, but they came right back on second down and threw it again. And this time they hit it for not just good.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's the Panthers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken it around the 40. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now the try here for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. It only took them 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting them in for 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnes. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's go, B.
Back to throw now on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Ricky, Ricky, Ricky. Everyone, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come on out here, come get some. Come get some. Come out here, come get some.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 47.
Nothing here, nothing here.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, They need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big